Now we are going to cross the ocean over here to talk about the royal family. Y'all know I love talking about my cousins over in the UK. These are my people, but not my people. Listen, in my passport, it says something about pledging allegiance to the queen and the monarchy and stuff like that. So I cannot escape them until we abolish the monarchy, right? So if I can't escape them, you can't escape them. So let's talk about how it is that in this massive recession, where many people in the UK and in the Commonwealth, millions of people, do not have money to feed themselves, do not have money to clothe themselves, do not have money to feed their homes. How is it that this family, who has done less work than ever this year, is getting a massive pay raise? In fact, their pay is increasing by over $56 million or 45 million pounds. Yeah. And again, I was in London earlier this month. Well, not this month. It was early December, and I saw this man, and he was in the train station. He would hop into the trains to keep warm, and he was wearing jeans that were ripped all down the sides. His shoes were ripped open, exposing his feet that were all like black and blue and frostbitten. Living in a country where you've got this type of a family. It's so disturbing in so many ways, and I just cannot get over it. Right? So that's happening. Meanwhile, these people who do not do anything are getting a raise. So they're not even getting just 56 million, which is already too much for them. It is a raise of 56 million in addition to what it is that they already have, which is shocking. So all of this is money that is into the sovereign grant. So as a total now, they have over $165 million or 132 million pounds. And again, it is just insane to me to imagine that this is the case. And that is just the money that we know about, you guys. We know about them owning like 30,000 acres of land. And we know about this kind of money, but there's a lot of money that is hidden from us. And there's a lot of land that is hidden and owned by this family. We've heard and seen stories of Prince Charles accepting money from Saudi billionaires or Qatari royals in briefcases. Prince Andrew was exposed trying to get money from a Chinese spy. Like, there's a lot of hidden money here. And, you know, when the Queen died, when Prince Philip died, we didn't know how much they died with. We didn't know how much money they left to each child. Because these, I'm sorry, but these criminals, they are hiding money from the public. And it's sickening because they already have so much money, more money than they can ever spend, more money than their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren can ever spend, yet they still do all of this. And the secret money that the children, aka William, Harry, Zara, Beatrice, Eugenie, the secret money that they inherit, it doesn't even get taxed, right? It's a whole load of BS. And I will never get tired. I used to ignore them. But then when they started waging war on Meghan, I said, no. We're going to start talking about you guys then. Because the way that people are always so ready to hate on Meghan for every little movement, you know, she launches a line of jam. People are so upset about it, even though the royal family already has jam, tableware, all sorts of things, right? Magnets and stuff that they sell in the royal gift shop. She launches a Netflix show where she does what she's always done, you know, when she had the TIG prior to meeting Prince Harry, which is, you know, cook, promote wellness, all sorts of things. They say she's out of touch, all sorts of stuff. Meanwhile, these people who have been lying and scamming to us all year long, who are getting paid for doing nothing, are now getting an increase of $56 million for a total of 165 million, again, of money that we know there is far more that is not being declared. They have nothing to say. There's no outrage. There's no Meghan McCain coming out, kicking and screaming about it. It's sickening. And so that's why I have to talk about these people, because there's no way. There's no way you're going to play my good sis and not catch these hands. You know what, Theo? I should say that in my head because it disgusts me to have to pledge allegiance to some random person a whole pond away. I like, you know, what is it? UK people in the UK. But I don't like the structure of a monarchy. I do not like the idea of having a royal family. Yep, they're billionaires. They're probably even, you know, low key, probably close to trillionaires even. A lot of their money is hidden. A lot of their money is undeclared. Like, they are just they're just honestly they're reprehensible. They truly are. They're scamming people, but a lot of people are happy to get scammed, right? There's a lot of people that will fight tooth and nail about keeping these people, but luckily for us, these people are people of a certain particular age, so it's not going to last that much longer. Now let's get into an organization that is fighting to abolish the monarchy. The representative of the Republic Group, Graham Smith, is saying, and I quote, "This is public money. All of this money comes from the government at a time when the government is not able to properly fund schools, hospitals, police. It is scandalous. Not only should it not be going up at all, it should be going down." And don't forget, oh, because Theo, if you're not aware of these scamming ass individuals, let's get into it. Do not forget that aside from hiding hundreds of millions of dollars, potentially billions of dollars, these people are also scamming the charities that they claim to be fighting to keep and to work for. They charge rent to the associations that they are supposed to be the figureheads of the championing, right? There was a documentary released called "The King, the Prince, and Their Secret Millions." It was released in November, and they talked about Charles and William's private incomes coming from the Duchy of Lancaster and the Duchy of Cornwall. And the documentary revealed that the duchies are charging the NHS, armed forces, and charities rent in order to generate private income for members of the royal family. And they also own properties that they rent out to people that are in subpar illegal conditions. There are people living in moldy apartments, which are, obviously, risks to their health. And these are things that William and Charles own and rent out to people. So they're living in the lap of luxury. They're getting more and more money, yet they're letting people live like garbage in their properties. And you do not see any major media backlash about it. They have such a good deal with the press that stories that criticize them and their unscrupulous behaviors get silenced. And I just find it to be so disgusting, you guys. I really cannot even. Okay. So also the CEO for the Republic Group fighting to abolish the monarchy continued to say, in 2025, we're going to be launching a campaign to have the duchies abolished. I think that the Dispatches documentary really hit a nerve. I think people are really quite angry about it. So I will have to present to you, of course, the other side, which is a representative for the royal family coming forward to say, and I quote, "The Duchy of Lancaster manages a broad range of land and property assets. We know those are the moldy apartments that they are renting out to people on an illegal basis. Those are the properties that they are renting out to charities to make money off of charities. The duchy is self-financing and does not receive any public funds in connection with its activities. It publishes an annual report and accounts that is independently audited and available to view on its website and complies with all relevant UK legislation and regulatory standards applicable to its range of business activities." So basically, they're trying to sanitize what it is, which is that this massive income stream, which was generated off of stolen land, stolen money, is theirs to charge people on and profit as they see fit. So in addition to all that, real quick, before we move on from this story, because I'm already sick of this, the family, they notoriously underpay their employees. They pay the bare minimum to their communications team and to their housing staff. In fact, William and Kate this year, 2024, late 2024, they had posted a job advertisement for someone to be living full-time, cleaning up after them in their house or in their palace, and they wanted to charge that person less than the minimum wage. So, yeah. Congratulations to people that support this family. I don't get it, but Lord have mercy. They are, honestly, I find them to be disgusting and I find them to be reprehensible.